Hello there. Today I want to talk to you about how to heal your kidneys and lower your creatinine and your protein urea. Now, this whole thing worked for me and it is still working. I know it in my heart to be working. Now, the first thing you have to do, you got to praise Yahweh. You got to ask Him. Pray to Yahweh and ask Him to heal you. And then you need to start thanking Him for healing you. Positive affirmations. What you think in your mind can affect your whole body. Okay? So if you think you're sick, you feel, then that's what you're going to feel like. So you might as well think positively. Okay? It's made a world of difference in my life. Such a world of difference. And I owe it all to my Father in heaven, Yahweh, and to His beautiful, sinless, perfect Son, Yeshua. So, now I want to tell you about the natural remedies that you can make at home with stuff that you just have to get at the grocery store, and you might already have it in your kitchen. First thing you need is Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Okay, looks like this. And when you buy it, you're gonna see some, stuff around the bottom. You just have to shake it really, really good. Make sure it's all off around there because you want every bit that you get, every time you pour it into the spoon, you want to get the equal amount of that mother. Okay, where is it? There it is. The mother. Okay, the mother of all apple cider vinegars, and it works and it tastes awesome. Okay, so step 1, take 2 tablespoons of this, put it in a coffee cup. I use 3 tablespoons now because I got so used to the taste that I wanted more of it because it's so good. So I add, to start with, if you're a new beginner, start with 2 tablespoons of this in a coffee mug. And of course, we're putting in a coffee mug because we're going to use slightly boiled water, not totally boiled water, slightly, okay? And you want it warm so that it will, work with the honey. And you want to use the raw, unfiltered, natural honey, of course. And this is 100% grade A pure honey. It's raw, unfiltered. It's Aunt Sue's. I got it at Safeway. See that? Going through it so fast. Okay. So once you get, you want to fill up your cup with the warm water, about 8 to 10 ounces, depending on the size of your cup. If it's a normal coffee cup size, say that big. I mean, some coffee cups are like small like that, but you want to use a normal coffee cup because once you add the baking soda, you don't want it to overflow, okay? So you're going to want to add this after you add about 8 to 10 ounces of warm water, depending on if your coffee cup, I should have gotten a coffee cup to bring and show you. But I usually use one that's like, okay, here's my, here. So it's resting there, and it's about up to here. So it's like about that big. So I fill it up to about there, okay? Fill it like this full, okay? This full. All right, so then I add, in the beginning I used 1 tablespoon, but now I just use like 3/4 of a tablespoon of honey. All you have to really do is get the biggest spoon in your, drawer and pour it in. If it's halfway filled up, there's your half tablespoon, okay? Mix it in there, mix it real good till all the honey's off, okay? Then you just want to use bam, 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 bam. Baking soda, pure baking soda. Everyone has this. Everyone has it. And it is a miracle worker because your body makes this. Your pancreas makes this. So if you're having kidney problems, like I was, you want to have baking soda. So I use a quarter teaspoon of this. After I stir in the honey, I add a quarter teaspoon of the baking soda, and it's going to go like a little chemical reaction. And this will make your body alkaline, and cancer and all kinds of diseases cannot live. Fungus cannot live in an alkaline body, okay? So you want to make your body alkaline. That's the main thing. And this is like a delicious tea. These ingredients here, they make a delicious tea. Believe it or not. I say you believe it because it's delicious. It's delicious. Okay. So, yes. So 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with having acute renal failure. And that's when your creatinine is about, well, it's over 1.5 because it's supposed to be between 0 and 1.5, I believe. I'm pretty sure. And so mine was a little bit above that, and it happened on account because I had hypoparathyroidism, which is where your parathyroid gland doesn't work. And that happened when I was a child, when I was an infant, actually, because of candida. So it's like a big, thing. Candida made hypoparathyroidism. Hypoparathyroidism eventually led to kidney disease. Kidney disease, well, the whole messful eventually led to, after I had my child, I was diagnosed 2 months after I had my child with Addison's disease. So it's a 4-course thing. Candida, hypoparathyroidism, kidney disease, Addison's disease. And that they call polyglandular autoimmune disorder type 1. That's what I got diagnosed with. So, I refuse. I'm not going to let my body do this to me. No way. Mind is over my matter. You got that? My body is going to do what I say. And if I say my body is healthy and my body is working at its peak and I'm energetic and I'm like healthy, then yeah, it's going to work like that. I mean, praise Yahweh. He spoke words and the whole universe came to being. So how powerful are our words? Okay? Your words have power. So don't be putting negativity in your brain. Don't be putting negativity in your body. Because when you have it in your brain, or if someone else around you has it, and they're spreading it to you, stay away from them. Okay? They are not a good influence. They're going to bring you down, make you sick, make you feel sick. You have to get right with Yahweh. You have to get right with the Father in heaven. Well, and I'm going to tell you something. Okay, this is, so I researched a lot of this stuff before I found this recipe. I found it pretty quick, actually, and I just started doing it. So the first time I did it the night before and the day of my blood test, except I didn't have the baking soda in it. But even without the baking soda, my proteinuria went from 2,000, over 2,000, okay, which is only supposed to be between 0 and 200, it went from 2,000 to about 650. And my doctor was like, I'm puzzled. He called me on the phone. He's like, yeah, I'm puzzled. And I'm like, all right, yeah, woo, praise Yahweh. Oh, man. So I was like, well, it must be working if my proteinuria, because gone down, that means it's working, because the proteinuria shows that there's something wrong with your kidneys. Okay, so once that went down, I was like, all right, Yahweh's working on my kidneys. So then I started saying, thank you, Yahweh. Thank you for healing my kidneys. I was so excited to get that call. So excited. Okay, so then, but at that same call, my creatinine went from 2.8, which is where he got worried about me. And after 13 years, you don't think no. Doctors these days, they don't tell you anything to do on your own, to heal yourself on your own with natural remedies like I just showed you. No, they don't tell you anything like that. They're like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's where it's been always. You're just going to be stuck there. Blah, blah, blah. How's your kid? Oh, blah, blah, blah. What'd you do this? Blah. No, that's not what 15 minutes spending with a doctor is supposed to be out. It's supposed to be out the patient, not my family. It's supposed to be about me. I'm the one who you need to be fixing. Or otherwise, you're a bad doctor. Sorry, Fadia. You're a bad doctor. Hate to break it to you. Okay. Let's see. So, yeah. So it was at 2.8 when it was at the point where he was like, well, we need to do some more studies. So he did DNA, ANA, or whatever test to see if I had lupus or rheumatoid arthritis, and those came up negative, but something that came up slightly positive was Jorgen syndrome, and that's where you have dry mouth, dry eyes, dry vajayjay, just dry everything, pretty much. But I'm like, nah, I don't have that. I don't have that. I mean, these doctors, they try to put stuff in here, but you gotta put up a blockade. You gotta put up a big old Yahweh blockade on your head so that you can't let stuff get in here. Only thing that's coming in here is my Lord and Savior Yahweh and Yeshua. They're only the ones who are allowed to get into my brain. Okay? Telepathically. I'm not gonna let anyone tell me what to do. Okay, so anyways. So yeah. So it went from 2.2 to 2.8 in a big jump. And I was like freaking out. I was crying at my doctor's appointment. And then the next appointment, I was crying because it wasn't getting any better. And then finally, I just decided to look stuff up and do something about it. Take care of my own body, because he's not telling me anything. He's like, yeah, you're going to have to go into dialysis. Yeah, you're going to have to be on the transplant list. And he sounds like Raymond from that show. So if you can imagine the big mammoth from that, I don't know, that cartoon movie. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so he sounds just like him. Okay, so imagine that talking at you saying, okay, you can't. He's not very smart. Not very helpful. Not very helpful. This is actually not very helpful. I don't want to say anything worse than that. This is not a review about my doctor. This is a review about how Yahweh, my Father in heaven, and the glory of his Son Yeshua, and believing in them, and believing that they made natural things for us to use, okay, to heal ourselves, okay? These things that you can get at your grocery store, they're natural. They help. They do wonders. Oh my goodness. So the creatinine went from 2.2 to 2.8, and then to 3.5. And that was at the 3.5 one was when I had the first honey and apple cider vinegar drink. And I had one the night before and the day of. And so my proteinuria went down. Oh, I got something else too. Where is it? Oh, okay. I got this belt. Okay, you wear it around your waist. Okay, so this goes on your back, right over your kidneys. Isn't that special? I don't care who sees me wearing it. I really could care less. So, it is a magnet. There's actually 4 magnets, and it's supposed to bring more blood flow to your kidneys, because when your kidneys are impaired, they have less, blood flow. The veins are constricted and everything, so it just kind of opens that up. And when you first put it on, you might feel a little bit of pain. What is it called? It's called the magnetic healer. Magnetic healer. Okay, look it up if you have kidney problems. It really does help. I wore it the day I got my blood tested again and my urine, and that's when I found out that my protein urea went from over 2,000 to 650. But my creatinine did go up to 3.5, but I think that it might have been higher than that in the time before I got my blood tested and before I had that drink. I actually think that this drink made it go down. I think it was higher than that because there was a big gap between when I first got told about the creatinine going up, and so, it could have been going up and up and up, and I had the drink and it could have gone down, and then it's just been going down. So, and then 3 weeks later, okay, yeah, so he told me about that, and I was kind of disappointed. I was like, man. But then I got off the phone with him and I thought, it just must be a learning curve for my body. I must be detoxing, just getting rid of stuff. My kidneys must be adjusting. I mean, if my protein urea has gone down, and it's obvious because when you look after you pee, you'll see if you have protein urea, it's when you have a bunch of foam on top of your urine. I mean, it's natural for anybody to have bubbles because it depends on how fast you pee. I mean, if your pee is coming out really fast, you're going to have bubbles no matter what. So, I mean, but lately, I mean, I've been doing this for, I don't know, I've got my journal here, and every page is filled since, let's see, the 3rd, May 3rd. May 3rd is when I started my journal. Okay, and right now we are on June 13th, so it's been over a month. And so 3 weeks after that blood test, I continued my regimen. Oh, by the way, my regimen also includes a daily grapefruit. You have to have a grapefruit every day if you can. It is such a cleanser. It is anti-carcinogenic. It just does worlds of wonder, okay? My grandpa always told me, because he had just a grapefruit orchard in his backyard, and he would eat one, and he would pour a ton of sugar on it, but he would say, eat a grapefruit every day, and you'll look beautiful. You'll have beautiful skin, and you know what? Never broken out. Never had pimples when I was growing up. So, thank you, Grandpa. Miss you. Miss you very much. So, grapefruit, and also, if you're suffering from kidney problems, dehydration, if you get a watermelon, chop it. Chop. Whoops. I mean, chop it all out, put it in a bag, okay? And then if you have like one of those NutriBullets or something, put some chunks in there, add a little bit of water or juice, not sugared juice, just like natural juice, okay? Just natural juice. No extra sugar. And just whiz it up and drink it. It's a good smoothie, and it really hydrates you. It hydrates your kidneys so well. And, I've even added pear, like a half of a pear to it, and a half of a peach. And then I added a half a pear and a half a peach at the same time with the watermelon. It is so good. It's just a super good smoothie. I would suggest that to anyone. And then whatever juice, and by the way, I got my pears and peaches at Trader Joe's, and they're in the glass jars. I prefer that over the canned ones, just for the peaches, and pears. So it has some grape juice in it, and I just pour a teensy bit. So you just want to give it a little bit of liquid, but the watermelon has so much water in it that it'll just fill it up anyway. So next, let's see, what else can I talk about here real quick? I think I went over that. So, wow. Oh, big thing. I ordered off of Walmart a one of those alkalized water pitchers, okay? And the whole thing, well, I got 3 extra filters, so the whole thing was $70 from Walmart. And so I got the water pitcher, which came with a filter, and I got 3 extra filters, and so it adds calcium, magnesium, zinc, potassium, sodium, pure water. It takes out chlorine and odor and heavy metals, okay? So stuff, like copper or whatever. It has a carbon filter, and so that helps, and it also has a oxygenating. It oxygenates the water, and it also it breaks down the water molecules so that they're easier to absorb through your body. Okay, because if you live anywhere near me in an arid desert, we have very hard water, and I don't know if it's the desert or if it's just the pipes that they're coming through, but I mean, stuff calcifies so much. I mean, you just see hard water all over anything that's, like, I have a couple bamboo plants in the bathroom, and they're in a clear cup, like about that big, a glass cup. So the whole top, I mean, it's filled with rocks up to here, and then like the whole top right here is just all calcified and just looks like a bunch of hard water buildup, lime, scale, whatever it is. Oh, also the pitcher helps remove lime scale. So it's EHM, I think, is the company. So I'm not sure if that's correct right now because I don't have it in front of me, but do I have it in here? No, I don't think so. Well, maybe. Hold on. No. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have it in here with me. I was trying to look for the pamphlet that came with it. It just arrived today, so I just tried it for the first time, and it actually tastes really good. It tastes like spring water, which, we're all supposed to be drinking spring water if it wasn't polluted. So, because the water rolls over the rocks, it gets all the minerals and everything in it, and then you just drink it up. And so, in this day and age, we need to be very careful with the water that we drink because it's polluted. Yeah, and that's not good for anybody, especially someone who has kidney problems. So, if you have kidney problems, send me a message, send me a comment. Please like, subscribe if you want to. I plan on making some more videos about health and my health. I'll give you updates and tell you what's working for me and let you know what my results are. So, yay, come on this journey with me, and I hope that you are healed too by our great Heavenly Father, Yahweh. May He bless you in all your ways.